What's up? It's the new hit list on iHeartRadio. I'm Angelina. I'm here with the one and only Billie Eilish. How's it going?
It's so good. What's up?
You have been like glowing lately. Like I feel like you're in a really good place. I don't know if that's just what it seems like, but
Ah,
it looks
thanks,
really good on
man.
you.
I'm figuring it out. I'm like, I don't know, I'm coming out of a not great place, so I think that in doing that, I'm getting a lot better. I'm like learning myself, you know what I mean? Learning
Right, right,
life around me.
right, right. What Was I Made For off the bat is such an amazing record.
Thank you.
Like your
Thank
vocals really make it the perfect ballad. But I think for everyone, it's just like the lyrics everyone can relate to. Tell
you.
me, what was the process like writing this song and how long did it take you?
The process was rocking, dude. It was amazing. It was literally uh this random day in January. We had been in the studio like working the entire day and like not coming up with anything and just being really uninspired and just like super just like nothing was happening. It was just like one of
Yeah,
those days when you just like can't, you're like, I don't have it today. I just don't have
right.
it. And I was leaving and I was walking out and I was like about to walk out and it was like 8 p.m. and it was dark and I'd been there for, 6 hours or something. And my Phineas was like, should we just try to like make this song? And we were both like, no, like that's not gonna, why would we? There's just no reality that that's gonna work right now. Like,
You guys are
why
both
would
just like in
that?
that writer's block. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And we wrote everything but the last verse in 2 hours right then. And it was just such a great testament to like how inspired we really were and like how bad I needed to get that shit out. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
I'm like, how do you even get out of that writer's block? Like, what was it that like, okay, we're doing this?
honestly, I think it was, and it sounds kind of stupid, literally to say because the song is so clearly, uh, you know, uh, about my experience.
Right, right.
But when we wrote it, it was not like we were writing it from the perspective of someone else. We were writing it from this story that we had been told and seen and like literally like I was not thinking about myself and it was like one of those times when your subconscious is like the loudest bitch in the world and like you have no idea, like you don't even know. That's the whole thing about subconscious is like
That's crazy. That
it's
was
like
literally
you
going
don't
to be
even
my
know.
next question because I'm like, just in general, that always amazes me how like songwriters can write these like really real raw songs for other people. You know what I mean? I'm just
I
like,
know, I know.
in general, for you, like even starting, do you usually start with your personal experiences or would you say it usually does find you later? Like, how do you make those personal connections to your pen?
It's hard. I would actually say that for me, and it's funny, like I've actually talked to so many different people who feel like so so different from me about this, but um like I when I write, it is so much harder for me to write about my exact experience in that like moment and how I'm actually feeling. And I don't know what that's about, but what's interesting is that from, you know, writing with a an assignment or like writing somebody else's story or
Right.
something else that doesn't have to do with me has always been actually way like easier for me and for Phineas. Like if you give us a prompt,
That's crazy.
over. Like you give us a prompt and we can do it. And it's just that's just always how it's been. It's much harder for me to be vulnerable, I think, in that way. Um and if you give me just like some boundaries of this is what you're writing about, it's so much easier. And I think like
Honestly, that makes sense. That does make sense though.
yeah, but then it's like the next day I'm listening to it and I'm like,
Wait a
this
minute.
is about me.
Yeah,
Like
right.
literally my story. What the fuck? Makes you feel
That's
like an
so
idiot.
crazy. No, that's wild. Well, it's an amazing record. You guys really did that. I don't know if you saw Variety has you and Phineas favored for Best Original Oscar Song in 2024. Are we going for a second one? Like, how does that feel?
Oh, it's so crazy. Dude, I'm just such a fan, man, and it's so crazy to just be thought of in the same world. I've just had such a love for film for my whole life and so has my brother and you know, just like music in film has been such a huge part of our lives and like our inspiration, and it's just crazy. It's crazy. I mean, like, the Bond was insane. Like that was like the craziest experience of my life, and the idea that, any of it could
It's like you're
happen.
part of that forever. Like that's
Yeah.
always gonna be a part of you. Like it's gonna
Yeah.
create something crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing. It's really amazing.
No, I'm ready. I'm manifesting that win for you. I know it's gonna happen.
Oh
One
God.
thing I feel like we don't talk about is you and your director bag. Like
Hey.
you direct tour, you direct whole ass music videos.
Yeah, I do. I
I always
know.
wanted to know, is there a song on Happier Than Ever that like you wish you made a music video for?
Oh my God. Thank you for asking that. Well, here's the deal. Specifically, I had an idea for literally all of them. I had an idea for Billy Bossa Nova that I really liked. I had an idea for Didn't Change My Number that I really liked. I had a whole plan and I had a whole treatment for it, and for Billy Bossa
Oh
Nova, and Oxytocin, and I mean literally all of them. And also fucking TV and the 30th. I had this whole idea for TV and the 30th that was like one video, but half reversed. I don't know. It was going to be so cool. And life just happens really fast. And like things take so long. And like, I'm a busy little
Right, right,
god.
right. I feel
I'm
like
like,
we got to come back to that though, because
I know.
I need to see that. I need to see
I
the
wish that,
vision.
I wish that it wasn't weird to put a video out for a song that's years old, because I would do it.
Yeah, you also just finished a tour.
Did.
Congratulations. How are you feeling after that? Like, are you like in relax mode, studio mode, or are you just like, let's do that again? Let's run it
Oh
down.
God. I'm I'm in work mode for sure, but also it's like it's lax though. I'm not like, I don't even, I'm not like in a studio and like making music in the studio the way that like people are.
Right.
Like,
Not like full on album mode. Right.
I'm on like, you know, go to my brother's house, eat Dunkers from Trader Joe's type shit, sit in the
Knock
studio,
something out. Right.
make some stuff, go play pickleball for like 2 hours, and then
You're
come.
vibing right now. You're
Like
vibing.
it's the vibe, but
Yeah, yeah,
it is
yeah.
very much album mode at the same time. But we just have a very like chill way of making music, and it's so not like making music in the studio. Like honestly, and I wish that I could be like that, but I'm just like, that's not how I
Well, that's
work.
dope too, because it comes out more organically, I feel like,
For me,
Right.
it works the best for me that way. But yeah, we're making this album. We're almost there, which is really
Oh,
exciting. And I'm just like trying to make new friends and make new experiences. And
yes, I love it. Okay, I know I don't have you for much longer, but here on the new hit list, we like to play a little game called This or That. You down?
Mhm.
All right, This or That with Billie Eilish. We're kicking it off strong. Singing or songwriting?
Singing for sure.
Oh, okay. Avocado toast or chips and guac?
I'm not an avocado toast fan, it turns out. I thought
Oh,
I would
you
live my
love
whole life.
avocado.
I lived my whole life like I am, and I realized recently that I'm not. So chips and guac all the
Okay,
way.
I'm not mad at that. I know you're a big Office fan, so Jim and Pam or Michael and Holly?
Oh. I mean, you got to say Jim and Pam, but also Michael and Holly is just such a sweet, genuine, you know, important. I don't know. I'm gonna say
Ooh.
both. I'm just gonna say both.
Jim and Pam forever for me. Okay, okay, last one. Air Maxes, Jordans, or Forces?
Jordans for sure. For
Okay.
sure. That's
That's a
my
tough one, but I respect it.
Yeah, I had to think for a second, but I think for me, for sure.
Okay, I love it. Well, thank you so much for kicking it. I can't wait for this new album, and I'm looking forward to those music videos. That
I
is
know, me too. I'm gonna try to promise to do that.
all right. Awesome. Thank you so much for kicking it.
Yeah.